Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Amon-Rellik, the God Slayer. We are going into week 2 of the Season of the Witch story. Reset happened earlier today. Got off work about an hour or two ago. Figured I'd go ahead and make a video. I was usually doing these in streams because I've been working a couple of days straight here today, and I work tomorrow as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just make this a video instead of a stream, but it will still be on the channel. All right, so what we're looking for here, we're gonna try to run this. All right, Eris wants to speak to us, so let's go and see what Eris has to talk about. You know, if you don't remember last week, she has become a hive goddess. She's done a ritual to make herself into a full-blown hive. Specifically the hive goddess of vengeance. All right.
Greetings, Guardian. I am focusing my will, preparing myself to step into the ritual space once again. When I first transformed, I thought I might become something greater. Instead, my doubts fell away and I found myself simplified, refined. Though I became Hive, I was more myself. I mentioned that to Ikora and she furrowed her brow. I told her she would have time to worry later. But now, I need tithes. Sword logic may be high philosophy, but your tithes of power are real. And when I absorb them, it feels like hope. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me, from Shax's crucible to Savathun's own throne world. The Hive believe that only the strongest have earned their existence. If a queen cannot hold her power, she must be betrayed. I will not deny them their dogma. I will embody it. The sword logic, the impetus of the Hive. Oryx, the Taken King, brother to Savathun and Xivu Arath, sought whispers from the worms of fundament and dredged this truth from the deep. All things must prove their right to exist. The rest will die in terror. There is neither escape nor exemption. Simple, essential, beautiful to know. Oryx led his sisters down the bladed path. We have tested ourselves against horrors. We emerge changed. Through this, we become stronger. We become free. We will avail ourselves of our enemy's tools. Xivu Arath believes every death proves the sword logic. That she unveils the false shape of the Traveler's lie by her blade. But she needs her truth. She is desperate for its vindication. She wishes for a world without grief, or pity, or doubt. Not baleful, not beautiful. A childish cry. The Hive call us liars, the unfree, deniers of the all-edged truth. But I take the power the sword logic offers not out of desperation, but desire. For Crota. Oryx. Savathun. I wield their killers as a knife. The Hive know this truth as well as any logic. I am here, and they are not. Ayat.
Okay. Okay, so now we learned a little bit more. Well, okay. And so, of course, the loop has always been: you come in here, you grab that one quest, you eventually you go out and you do other stuff, and then you'll eventually open up these cards you can collect and get knowledge on, and then you'll, of course, run and do another adventure here. I figure we can probably run. What's the quest asking for? What's it asking for? What's it asking for? Depending on what it's asking for, we can just run. On seasonal activities. So we should be able to do a quick we'll do a little quick summon here. Savathun Spire. And what we'll do is we'll do the spire, and I'll do it until I can get this up, and then we'll come back and see the rest of the story. All right, so we did the little Savathun Spire, and then they told us to go to a lost sector in the throne world. Specifically, the one I am doing is the one that is the one over here. I believe it's this one, Extraction. And that's the one that guided me here. Had to hit some electrical thingies. Then I got a little invocation thing, cast me a little spell. And now it's sending us back to the helm. Sending us back to the helm. So we're gonna head back there and see what news from Eris Morn.
Seraphim's got a lesson in sword logic today. You think you can defeat Xivu Arath with philosophy? Right. Let me show you something. Savathun kept records, and I took a look at what she had on her sister. Got a recording from way back, just after you Guardians drop-kicked Oryx into Saturn's orbit. Call it a primary source for your little research project.
Our brother is dead. I will take my revenge as he fought for his son.
Revenge? For what? The dead deserved to die. That's your own logic. Oryx was a hypocrite, and so are you.
He loved us. He made of our deaths a study. And she, who has endured, who sharpened the sword of his defeat, has done the same. She will take up his mantle. When she is paired to her true shape, we will meet her on the bladed path.
What a vain child you are. Oryx spoiled you rotten. Not everyone wants to be like you. And you won't always get your way.
I will test my strength against her brood, and she will prove our logic true.
Do you see what you Guardians did? Do you see what's happening here? Xivu Arath thinks Eris is one of them, some kind of heir to Oryx. That ritual of hers tied a pretty bow on that theory. This is all part of Savathun's plan. But I can't help wondering, what the hell does Eris think she's doing?
Okay. So Xivu Arath sees her as this, I guess it's family? Or something or another? Alright.
Hey, Eris. Heard we have some, strange bedfellows. Though, if a bedfellow ain't strange, then they're probably not worth having.
So it seems. Have you come to urge caution? To advise against temptation?
Nah, you know what you're about. But I'm wondering, what's it like?
It begins as a feral surmise. A suspicion. I hear whispers, but they are in my voice. It rises until I am screaming. I make a demand. An atavistic fear now sublimated into a singular, desperate urge. A hunger I must endlessly sate. But the Hive are not afraid. They are awestruck. They know that I am vengeance, and they have conjured me back with vengeance.
Ooh, sounds like a wild ride.
I seek to subvert the Hive's flawed logic. I may only do so because of what I am, and what I am not. It is a wild ride.
Hey, I'll be there when you're on the other side of this.
As will I. Trust.
Okay, so I guess that's the reason why Eris and he, I think Eris and he had a relationship back when Eris was a full-fledged guardian, and that's why she knows, because you gotta remember, she's the one who like basically opened his name up to everybody because we just knew him as a drifter, but she was the first one to call him Jermaine. So it's like I think they might have had something going on with each other back when, you know, Eris had her full fire team and all that.
Surprise, sunshine. Thought I'd hack this old holotech and say hello. I don't like this whole let's work together plan, but I don't have to. I've got my orders. Let me play something for you.
Tomorrow, if I am indisposed, bide your time. The witness will force the Vanguard's hand eventually, and they'll realize they need information only I possess. One of them will be open to a bargain. Not Mara again, poor dear. More likely Ikora, or her gloomy little hanger-on Ares. Give them any help they ask. It'll all be worth it in the end. And tell them something clever to make them think that this was their idea.
You get all that, Guardian? Savathun wants me to give you the soft sell. But that's not really my style. So, go ahead. Bust up the throne world. Get as strong as you like. Tithe to Eris until she's fat as a tick. It's all part of Savathun's plan. Oh, you need any help digging your own grave? Just let me know.
All right. So that looks to be it for this week. We learned a little bit more about the sword logic and how at least the Drifter is taking Eris' change. Although, for some reason, she is not in her changed form anymore for some reason. It's like, maybe it's just a glitch on my screen, I don't know. But for some reason on my screen, she's just her normal Eris. But the way the Drifter was like looking at her, you could tell that whole mocap was meant to be. You could tell it was meant to be her in her high form because he was looking at her like he ain't never seen something like that before. So you know, I think that she was supposed to be in her high form during those two scenes, but I think it might have just either glitched out or they might have just decided against it. I'm not sure. But that is week 2's story. Thanks guys for hanging out. I got some things I'm working on because now that we have a release date for Tekken 7, I'm about to go ahead and lay the groundwork to put the channel into full Tekken, not Tekken 7, but Tekken 8. I'm about to put the groundwork together to make the channel fully transition over into a Tekken 8 channel, to a Tekken channel period. And of course, like I said, we'll still have some variety in there, but it's going to mainly, you know, focus around Tekken. So now that we have a release date, I'm about to go ahead and start working on that. I'm gonna get my webcam together. We're gonna do some reactions and stuff like that for the trailers for some of the Tekken stuff, and yeah, we're gonna take a decent little ride in this new direction. I just want to get some groundwork in, like get some ground videos in, to kind of like, you know, slowly ease us into that full switch over. So thanks guys for watching. Amon-Rellik the God Slayer, Amon-Rellik Gaming. We out of here.